As you just heard from John, there is a desperate search to find those so-called black boxes to try and figure out why a plane plunged into the ocean in the first place. We heard from John talking about the searchers combing through the floating debris and the oil slicks, but heavy winds and high seas are also complicating the efforts. And finding the flight data recorders pose a huge challenge. Joining us live from Washington to talk more about that part of the story is CNN's Brian Todd, because everybody wants to find out anything because there's just so many more questions than answers right now here, Brian.
There certainly are, Nicole, and it looks like those questions may linger because of the difficulty finding these boxes. The best clues indeed to this tragic mystery may lie in these small containers, not much bigger than shoe boxes, which could well be sitting miles below the Atlantic surface. As rescue teams search for more debris from Flight 447, they're also looking for the so-called black boxes, which are really orange. They carry the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder, containing information on what was said in the cockpit, data on how the plane pitches from side to side and rolls, even the amount of force a pilot might put on a pedal, crucial information for investigators. How could search teams find those recorders?
Attached to each of these data recorders is what we call a pinger. It puts out an acoustic pulse once a second for 30 days as soon as it's submerged in the water.
But French officials say they may never hear that ping from Flight 447. Mounted in the plane's tail, the box sinks along with the aircraft after water crashes. This search covers hundreds of square miles of ocean at depths which officials say could range from 6,500 feet to about 21,000. Black boxes can send a ping signal from as far down as 20,000 feet. But one official says this area is not only deep, but mountainous under the surface. There is an alternative to the sinking black box that's under development, called the deployable recorder. The manufacturer explains how it works.
This system will deploy off an aircraft. So when there's a sudden deacceleration or an impact with water, our system will deploy off of the aircraft. It will activate to a satellite system. It will provide the search and rescue crews the ability to find this data within hours versus days.
And the manufacturer says that these deployable recorders could not only save critical time in looking for these data boxes, but would also save a lot of money that's now being used for planes, submersible vehicles, and divers. Nicole?
Brian, are any of these deployed anywhere right now?
Not on commercial aircraft, but a congressional source tells us they are deployed on military aircraft used by several countries, aircraft which includes the F-18 fighter jet. And we are told that the Department of Homeland Security now has these deployable recorders in a testing program right now, which could mean that it could be found on commercial planes maybe in the not too distant future.